Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Carter fight over Daphne. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan experienced the shock of her life when Carter Walton failed to fire Daphne Rose. While creating 2 trademark smells for Forrester Creations, the French perfumer developed affections for Carter. Steffi Forrester initially hired Daphne to create a wonderful smell and to cause a wedge between Carter and Hope. She soon discovered that she was not capable of portraying Carter, and more significantly, Daphne had no desire to do so. Carter and Hope had been dating for the past 6 months, but their connection quickly cooled down. After a coup, they were left as business partners who pilfered Forrester Creations. Carter has suddenly started to view Hope differently, despite their frequent declarations of loyalty to one another. Although he is officially in charge of Forrester, she has gotten drunk on power through a proxy. Carter and Daphne have spoken extensively, and she can see his internal conflict. Although he came up with the concept to take the firm, it has cost him dearly. He lost the family that regarded him as one of them, as well as his best buddy. He is struggling to cope with all of it and has also lost his sense of self-respect. Hope has either downplayed it or told Carter how he should be feeling, but Daphne has acknowledged all of this and dealt with it. Hope went completely crazy at the mere idea of giving the firm back, as Carter had recommended. Carter may love Hope, but he doesn't experience the same sense of support from her as he does from Daphne. Hope occurred to catch Carter and Daphne sharing a quick kiss, and she immediately acted. She first spoke with Carter to get him to acknowledge that it was his own doing, and when he did, he attempted to place the responsibility on Daphne even though he had kissed her back. After that, Hope attacked Daphne and was ecstatic to learn that she was preparing to travel to Paris. Daphne was blunt before departing, accusing Hope of taking advantage of Carter and showing little concern for the damage the takeover had caused him. Carter broke up their argument by entering the design office. Hope urged him to convince Daphne to go back to Paris after telling him it was time for her to go. Rather, Carter informs Daphne that she must remain. It would be absurd for her to depart at this time, when the scent line has just been introduced. After they argued in front of Daphne, Hope rushed out, shocked that Carter had done the exact opposite of what she had been demanding. Carter pursued her, and since work is the only thing that truly unites them, things are about to get ugly. Hell will undoubtedly break loose now that they cannot agree on crucial elements. As they argued, Daphne remained silent. What do you think she'll do next? Will she take Carter seriously, or will she merely observe the drama Hope is about to produce? How long do you think Carter and Hope will be together? Strong arguments for why Steffi should pardon Luna. Updates and spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful raise doubts about Steffi Forrester's forgiveness of Luna Nozawa. These are all strong arguments for Steffi to think about forgiving Luna. Unquestionably unstable, Luna's past is full of sinister turns, from manipulating paternity tests to carrying out numerous murders to the horrific act of locking Steffi in a cage. She has caused more chaos than many of the notorious enemies on the program. However, Steffi seems to believe that Luna's past renders her unredeemable, rejecting any possibility of forgiveness, and insisting that she should be imprisoned for all eternity. However, should she maintain that belief so strongly? After all, there are many examples of characters who were formerly considered villains, but later sought atonement in the history of soap operas. Maybe Steffi needs to broaden her horizons and think about the potential for change. Although Luna's acts were unquestionably terrible, it is important to understand her past. Raised by a woman with questionable morals, Poppy Nozawa, Luna did not receive the stability and direction she sorely needed in her upbringing. Is it surprising that she turned to drastic means of survival given her difficult situation? We also need to take into account her young age. Although her age does not justify her actions, it does offer her the chance to change and develop. She was able to move from prison to house detention in Dollar Bill's lavish mansion, because the legal system acknowledged her ability. Perhaps Steffi should change her mind as well if the law perceives a chance for her to be saved. Everything changes when it is revealed that Luna is actually Finn's daughter. She is not just an outsider trying to fit in with the Forrester family. She is a member of their bloodline. That must indicate something important, doesn't it? Steffi has good reason to be wary of Luna, But when does seeking justice become tantamount to seeking retribution? She has always taken pleasure in being a strong leader and a loving family woman, but holding on to this grudge could strain her relationships with Finn and the other members of their mixed family. Perhaps it's time for Steffi to believe in the kind of dramatic redemption journey that soap opera fans love, since Luna isn't the first person in Los Angeles to make a big mistake. Alternatively, she could cooperate until she can demonstrate her case and expose Luna as the real bad guy. Carter's Forrester decision, Steffi's ultimatum, and Poppy's next step as Carter Walton makes a Forrester choice. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Steffi Forrester will issue an irate ultimatum. Poppy Nozawa will also consider her future course of action. So let's discuss what lies ahead. To begin with, Ridge and Eric Forrester will pressure Carter to agree to their conditions. Will Carter accept a bargain that is on the table, even though Ridge and Eric will challenge him to do so? In order to put an end to this business nightmare, Carter will need to determine whether he is prepared to cede Forrester control. Carter's decision to return the company to Forrester will undoubtedly be supported by Daphne Rose. Naturally, Daphne will also hope that Carter will eventually recognize Hope Logan's deceit and end the relationship. Given that Carter has persuaded her to remain in Los Angeles, you can guarantee that Daphne will be waiting for her opportunity to take him for herself. Since Hope and Carter's love is precariously close, Daphne might attempt to end it by foretelling her own romance with him. In the meantime, Steffi and John Finn Finnegan's marriage ought to be in jeopardy. Finn might have to make a tough decision as a result of the growing pressure from Luna Nozawa. If Finn wishes to remain married and maintain their own family, Steffi appears ready to issue a stern warning shortly and outright ban him from communicating with Luna. Steffi might argue that leaving his daughter is necessary to preserve their future, even though Finn doesn't want to do so. Sheila Sharp might uncover some startling information while Steffi and Finn deal with additional marital problems. Will Sheila be informed that Luna is her grandchild and about Finn's night out with Poppy? In either case, Poppy must face Lee Finnegan's anger and decide what to do next. Lee may advise Poppy to leave Los Angeles, but Poppy might have unresolved matters to attend to, particularly if she wishes to remain and mend her strained relationship with Luna. After learning of Luna's whereabouts, Poppy might decide she wants to tell her the truth about her biological father. Remy's lovely gesture for Grandma and Sheila's cunning invasion of Spencer Mansion. Updates and spoilers for The Bold, and the beautiful hint that Sheila Sharp may be able to enter the Spencer Mansion by posing as someone else. Will Grandma Sheila get help from Remy Price to meet Luna Nozawa? Sheila doesn't even know that Luna is her own grandchild, or that she is under house arrest at Bill Spencer's house. This might soon change though, and Sheila will want to see John Finn Finnegan's child. How far would Sheila travel to see Luna? In the meantime, Luna has bonded with Dario, also known as Remy, and given him the key to her location. Given that Bill has his contact details for possible handyman work, Luna is hopeful that Dario will return to the Spencer home. Additionally, Luna might decide to take matters into her own hands and call Dario directly using Bill's phone. Luna is determined to get Dario back into her life, because she is in dire need of a confidant. She could then be able to disclose the startling fact that her adopted relative is actually her birth father. Luna may quietly mention that Sheila is her grandmother, while they are conversing and provide updates regarding Daddy Finn. Dario might disclose that he is actually Remy and talk about his time at Il Giardino if Luna shows a desire to see Sheila. Remy and Sheila are still on good terms, and he could be the key to planning a bold reunion. Given her desire for a family, Luna's skill to control her tears might persuade Remy to accept her request. Sheila, another of Finn's relatives with a difficult history who is keen to create a brighter future, would be a kindred spirit to her. Her granddaughter's secret is sure to get out soon. Remy might reveal to Sheila that Luna has been at Bill's house, in which case they would have to come up with a cunning scheme to get Sheila inside. Sheila could be able to connect with Luna and deepen their relationship if she pretended to be Dario's assistant on a different repair job. This would definitely give Remy a lot of favor with both women, and we believe that Remy could be crucial in bringing Luna and Sheila together.